Hey, what's going on everyone? How we doing today? I appreciate you stopping by and checking out my video. As the title states, in this video, what I'm going to be going over is how you find a plumbing job through the Indeed search engine. This is a very simple process to do, and what I'm trying to ultimately do is show you all how easy it is to find a plumbing job and how many plumbing jobs are really out there. So I'm going to go over, what you're looking for in a company, how to apply, and like the things you should be looking for, pay, benefits, that kind of stuff, and also how to get as many possible options as you possibly can through this search. I want to drop a little bit of advice in here too for those of you who are actually looking at this and looking to apply. If you have zero experience, I don't care if you have zero experience or you've got years of experience. Do not let that deter you from applying to every single one of these. Okay, even if a job, like if it says it's only looking for people with 3 to 5 years experience, don't fucking pay attention to that shit. You can still have 0 years of experience and apply to this because there, as I've described before, there's such a shortage of plumbers that, yeah, these companies, they want experienced plumbers because they know that they only have to train them for like a week or two. They could put them in a van and they're already making the company money. Versus somebody who has no experience, they know they got to train them for at least a year, and that's hoping that they even work out. But we're at such a crunch in our times right now that most of these companies are willing to take anybody, and they will train you. And that's one of the key things I'm talking about in this video is pay attention to the companies that say they do paid training. And as I've said before too, pretty much all companies do paid training. There's not a lot that will not pay to train you. That's if you're the right individual. Like I said, 0 years experience does not matter. Still apply to these companies. Still apply to them. Even if they say they want 5 years experience, apply to it. Because if you can at least get that interview, or if you sell yourself good enough, say, hey, I really want to learn this. I'm really trying to get into this field. This is what's meant for me. I guarantee you they will give you a chance. These companies, unless you don't have a driver's license, they're going to give you a chance. Just sell yourself the right way, let them know you're extremely interested in it, and apply to those jobs, okay? Don't let it scare you. 0 years experience, apply to that job that says you need 5 years experience. Like I said, we're going to be going through Indeed. Oh, that didn't work. Indeed job search, okay? Very simple. It's one of the main ones you can go through to find jobs. No different really than Monster or like Ohio Needs Jobs, any of those. All right, job title. Just put in plumber. That's all you have to put in. There's really no other information that you need besides that. I wouldn't even do a apprentice helper because if you just put in plumber, all the other ones are going to show up. Obviously, I'm in Cleveland, Ohio, so that's where I'm going to look at, okay? All right, what's this first one we got here? Experienced plumber through Mayor Plumbing. $18 to $30 an hour. That's actually not bad. So even when they say experienced, just by seeing that $18 an hour, I know that they're willing to train somebody from the ground up because that is a starting wage right there. And that $30 an hour, that's where somebody would be at, after like those 4 or 5 years. And we can look right here, they're looking for 2 years minimum experience, which I'm going to explain here in a little bit. Throw that shit out the window. If they say minimum experience, don't pay any attention to that, and I will explain here in a little bit why. And this one actually states, all of them, you're going to have a valid driver's license. That's a given because you're going to be driving around most of the time. This is definitely a key thing that you're going to be looking for when looking at these jobs. See how they want you to work? You got to be willing to work some weekends and be on call 1 to 2 weeks. I'm going to be honest with y'all, I'm not a fan of on call, but if you're being compensated properly for it, then I'd say it's worth it. You can make a lot of money on call, but I will say that some companies definitely try to take advantage of you. So over here, they kind of gave me a whole nother excerpt of like what they have. They're telling you what they get, top salary, bonuses, you get a company vehicle, fun work environment. That's the same for most of them. Most of these places have a really good work environment. Let's see, good communication skills. Yeah, that's a given. you are going to need that. I don't care if you're starting with 0 experience or if you got 10 years experience. You got to have good communication skills. You're going to be selling jobs, dealing with people on a daily basis, right? Yeah, see, this whole willing to work some weekends, on call 1 to 2 weeks a month, that's cool. And obviously, like we talked about, they're showing to pay 18 to 30 an hour, right? 2 years experience. That's the first one. Let's see what they want for the apply now. I have not gone through this. Oh, y'all want me to sign up? Never mind. So we won't go through that part of it, okay? Which is cool. It'd be like any application. Next one down the list. We got Herbs Plumbing and Heating. $25 to $35 an hour. Let's see what their little categories are. So full-time position. Pretty much all of these are going to be full-time. See, now this one, definitely red flag for sure. Benefits. The only thing that they tell you is paid time off. So you're probably not getting any medical, dental, or any other insurances. You might not even be getting retirement compensation. But the schedule-wise, this one looks a lot better. You got Monday through Friday from 8 to 4. That's a pretty good schedule right there. That's not that bad. Because I don't see anything where they talk about on-call. No remote work. So they're really not asking a lot, which is cool. So we'll go to the next one. Oh, look, they're looking for an apprentice. This is a RotoRooter? Holy shit, dude. Y'all paying $55,000 a year for an apprentice? Wow. That's actually really good. You know, I had to work for damn near oh my God, I forgot my first couple years. Man, I had to put in like 5-6 years before I got to this point. But nowadays, with the way the pay scales are going, you're able to get to this way quicker than I had to. Like, I started at $10 an hour back in 2013, somewhere around there, 2013, 2012. So this whole field's come a long way. Now look at this. So RotoRooter, if you've ever heard of them, this is a really big company. They're like a huge chain, huge franchise. Look at all this stuff that they're offering. Like, look at this benefits package. This is amazing. Profit sharing, you get paid training. If you have no experience or no training at all, do not work for a company that's not going to pay for you to go to school. Because damn near every company that I've dealt with or talked to, they almost all will pay for you to go to school and get trained. Look, they get health insurance, you get 401, good tuition reimbursement, they even got life insurance, flexible schedule, that's always good to see, and you get paid time off. That's nice. That's average, 55,000. That's good. I like that. They give you a little bit more of a breakdown of what they're looking for in somebody, what the responsibilities are, and that's what I like to see, because you're getting a pretty good idea of what you're going to be dealing with on a daily basis. This whole responsibilities thing right here, you definitely want to pay close attention to that, because that's where you'll really figure out what a plumbing company is involved in. Like I've said before, some companies are, it might be a plumbing company, but they're very different. Some of them might specialize in just commercial, some residential. It might be new construction, it might be service. If you check out some of my other videos, I detail what all that means and what some of the differences are. Look at this, is good. See, this is one reason why I like the big companies, because they got the money and the wherewithal to be able to give you a lot of stuff, and they understand the need for these plumbers. So they're going to give you a lot, versus like a smaller mom and pop shop, which are great to work for. I think personally you'll learn more at those kind of companies, but they just don't give as much. Bam! Next one down the list. This is RotoRooter again. So this one, they're talking about from $100,000 a year. So this is definitely going to be like a salary position, and this is for somebody that's a little bit more experienced. Let's see what they're looking for here. It's pretty much the same as the other, like that first one at $55,000. So this one's definitely an application for somebody with less experience. Clearly they say apprenticeship. And you can see, you can make $100,000 a year as an experienced plumber here. I will tell you this, from what I know from like RotoRooter, MrRoot, all those places, It's generally sales based. So you're going to be on some sort of commission, which is cool because you see how much money you can make off of that. Next one down the list, boom, 18 to 45 an hour. That's pretty good, seeing that 45 on there. So obviously, there again, must be very experienced for that. Like, they're looking for 4 people to fill this position. Look at this shit for the qualifications, man. All you need is a driver's license, work authorization, and a high school diploma. Look, and that's even preferred. So you could be a high school dropout and still be making $18 to $45 an hour as long as you got a valid driver's license. Benefits, they got a couple good things too. Giving you the company truck, insurances, 401k. That's good to see. That's what I like that. Now here they highlight they're looking for experienced, right? As I said earlier, bullshit. They're looking for experience, but I'm going to break down here in a minute how you can get around that. Next one, boom, Ellie's Plumbing, $20 to $30 an hour, full-time. Keyword, experience in rough-in plumbing, okay? So what that is telling me there, when they say you have experience in rough-in plumbing, they probably do a decent amount of new construction, and or also they're doing a lot of like bathroom, kitchen remodels, because that's where that rough-in plumbing, that's where that's really going to come into play, where you're changing around an entire system and knowing the codes behind that. Basic schedule, 8-hour shift, Monday through Friday, multiple locations, with that saying you might have to like drive to the actual job site, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Oh, you also do sewer cleaning. So that's cool. That's not that bad. That one's pretty basic though. Oh, yeah, that's got to be a smaller company. Look at this, boom, tagging 25 to 28. They're urgent. I mean, all of these, every single one of these companies should have urgently hiring on there. Because I can't find anybody. Look, they are willing to hire you if you just have a damn driver's license. And they're looking for 5 people, full-time position. Where are y'all going to get 25 to 30 to $100,000 a year? Like, how many jobs are really out there? I mean, there's some. There's definitely plenty. And this is just another outlet. So look at, all right, so journeyman plumber for dye plumbing. What they're looking at is, a journeyman is a licensed plumber. So you've put in a minimum of 5 years and you've taken a test with the state. Yeah, $40,000 to $70,000 a year. They are slacking on that $40,000. If I have a journeyman license, I am not taking $40,000 a year. That 70, sure, you better put me pretty damn close to that, if not over it. And honestly, I feel like over, depending on the type of work that you're doing. Wow. Okay, and that makes sense why they put the 40 on there, because if we look at it, 1 year preferred experience is all they're looking for, and a driver's license. Like, these are, it's over and over again, these are the basic ass qualifications that it takes to start becoming a plumber. Like, this is basic ass shit. I know for you guys that have gone through a ton of applications, through different jobs, random shit, like, these companies put wild qualifications on there. Like, you got to have 3 years manager's experience, or 5 years it is. You got to be on Word, Excel, and all this other bullshit, you know, just to make $30,000 to $50,000 a year. God, how easy this is, man. The requirements are so simple. Like, look, dude, I'm still just going down this page. Up to $90,000. We got 16 to 41. Fuck, man, you paying me $16 an hour, man. That is definitely starting. Look, they're getting qualifications damn near nothing. Let's see that $90,000 one. Qualifications, damn near nothing. Oh, here we go. This is a good one for you guys that are just getting started off. Have no experience, right? Apprenticeship, plumbing apprentice. This is, like, an apprentice is somebody who is, like, starting from ground zero. The apprentice is the trainee, right? So you would be starting, this is like a zero experience, or maybe you have a little bit of experience, but they want you to get licensed or want you to do schooling. An apprenticeship is a type of schooling that you get. And they're starting you from $20 an hour. God damn, dude. When I started my apprenticeship, I was making, I think, $15 or $16 an hour. Which wasn't bad, but could have been better, right? Qualifications, there again. Look at this shit. You just got to be willing to work day shift and have a work permit. Which, if you guys don't know what that is, I've never had to fill out a work permit. I think that's more so regarding if you're like a non-U.S. citizen. Because I can't think of a single document I've had to produce that says I'm able to work. Like, where the fuck you even get that from? So when I see that, I'm just assuming they're talking about, goddamn, having a brain fart here, dude. They are talking about non-U.S. citizens. Not illegal people, just non-U.S. citizens. Maybe you got like your green card, or you haven't got your papers all the way yet. So you're going to have some sort of work authorization or like a visa. Benefits, so they don't have a lot. 401k, health, but an 8-hour shift, that's pretty cool. Location, once again, multiple locations, so you're probably driving around a nice little bit. I'm only going to hit a couple more of these because, as you can see, like, this list just keeps going and going and going. And I literally just put in one simple ass word. Boom. $70,000 to $100,000 a year. Look at this one. 20 to 65. Oh, that's for Micah. I know these guys. They're actually a really good company. And that's, man, maybe I should apply to them. I'm going to sell my business and go make $65 an hour. But look at, so, all right, you look at that. That's a huge range, right? So that's telling, there again, they are willing to train somebody or take somebody with a low experience if they're willing to pay $20 an hour. And if they're willing to pay $65 an hour, they are looking for somebody extremely experienced. So look at this job description. This is probably one of the biggest ones I've seen on here. 5 years. I don't know why they put growing and expanding on there. No, wait, that's not a job description. That's a business description. Yeah, all right, so somebody goofed up when they did this application because they're talking about union benefits. That's the thing, too. This is definitely a union company, so that's why they're paying more. You have to, like, when you're part of a union, you have to pay dues and all that, so it kind of, at the end of the day, they're telling you getting 65. You might be getting closer to, like, 45, 50, if not over 50 a little bit, just depending on how much those dues are. They pretty much supply you with everything, tools, truck, and training provided. This is a good keyword here. They talk about this. Company has new service vans and equipment. You will find in your journey you are going to be dealing with companies who do not invest in themselves, and they give you broken down shit equipment, and it becomes a horrible work environment. So make sure you're taking a job. I wouldn't say applying. Just make sure you're taking a job at a company that reinvests in itself. And here, this is nice. Look, they tell you everything that they do here, and it looks like a lot of different shit. Residential service, new home plumbing, and sewer installs. They do sewer repairs, concrete. Oh, they do waterproofing here? That's good. Foundation repair, replace sewer, snaking, jetting, video televising, commercial plumbing, new installation and service. So I'm going to tell you that when I see something like that, where it's a company that's doing all those different things, that is a company you are going to learn and get the most information from in your career. So what I would advise on something like this, when you see something like that, if you're a business-minded individual, or you know, like, eventually one day you want to have your own business, or if you fall in love with plumbing, and like I said, you want your own business, or you know that's like one of your goals, these are the type of companies you want to look for. The more shit that they do, the more you're going to be able to learn. And it's, especially like if you're going to have a business, the more you learn, the better off you'll be. They get some good benefits too, 401k. They even do matching, employee discount, health insurance, cool. Here's another keyword, like I told you on the first one, on call. Watch out for this one. On call means that you might not be at the shop, but let's say you work a Monday through Friday schedule, right? 8 to 4, we'll keep it simple. On call would be that outside that schedule, let's say on a Saturday, you're on call for the day. So that means anytime a call comes in on Saturday, you got to take it. So generally, like, you're sitting at home, and I used to tell my boss like this, sitting at home on your ass, waiting for the phone to ring, which is why I'm not a fan of on call. But some companies will pay you. There are some that I've applied for who have said that they will, if you're on call, they'll pay you, like, if you don't get called out at all, which generally comes with a bonus if you're getting called out, but you'll get like $100 for the day just for sitting around waiting for the phone, which, you know, if you're somebody who likes to play video games or sit around not do much, that's cool. Throw $100 in your pocket for not having to do shit, whatever. I'll take that all day. But for somebody like me that's extremely busy, I never liked on call because I'm always trying to do other stuff. So like my free time is very important to me. I don't want to sit by the phone all day. But I will say that with this, when I was on call, I was getting really good benefits. So like if my phone rang, boom, $250 minimum was going in my pocket. And that doesn't even count, like if I'm out for 10 minutes, I'm getting that $250 at a minimum. And I think I even worked something out. I was getting the $250 as the bonus plus a minimum of 2 hours pay. So make sure you're negotiating something. And look, they're telling you about overtime too, so you know you can get pay on that. Anyway, this is probably the last one. Maybe I'll look at one other after this. Another 20 to 26 an hour. Look at this shit, man. We're only on page number 1. They just got page after page after page. Like, that's how many damn plumbing jobs are out here. And we're just looking at Cleveland. I'm not even a big-ass city. Like, this is a normal place. Man, 25. So you guys get a pretty good idea of where that pay scale range is. It's all over the place, but you can see from a minimum and maximum standpoint of what you can make. And I apologize. I didn't realize I haven't had to apply for a job in like 8 years. So it makes sense that I'm not even set up on Indeed. Oh, dude. Sorry. Yeah, so you can see like just how many jobs are out there, what they're paying, qualifications. So I hope I gave you enough information on here so you know at least like what you should be looking for from these companies. The one thing that I really wanted to talk about this though, so there's actually quite a few more. See, and we can see some of these pop up again. RotoRooter's got a water restoration technician. So some of these are probably reoccurring. But here's what I'm going to say about that, okay? So we saw right off the rip. That was, I mean, at least, 20 different companies I ran through in a matter of like 10 minutes. Maybe a little bit longer. Yeah, I have been on this video for a little bit. My bad. But you see how many jobs are out there and the different pay scales and the different things that they're offering. So what I would advise is pick as many jobs as you can. Even if like you don't meet the qualifications or if they're looking for like more experienced people, still apply. So my point with that is like, let's say you only find 3 jobs or so that really stand out to you, or 3 companies that really stand out, and you only applied to those 3, right? Well, that means at a maximum, you can only get 3 interviews, right? If you only applied to 3 jobs. So, and depending on which ones actually accept your application and which ones are willing to give you an interview, it's going to keep your options pretty low. Versus if you keep a little bit more of an open mind, and let's say you apply to like 15 or 20 of these companies, and I really wish I could have showed you the application process because it's simple. Usually you already have like your resume and stuff done. You're just uploading that basic information. It's pretty simple. But they're gonna, like, if you apply to 20 of these companies, and let's say you get 10, 12 confirmations back to come in for an interview, well, now instead of having like 1 to 3 jobs to choose from, now you got 10 jobs to choose from. And you could really decide like which one's the better route for you and which one's giving you the best pay, the best hours, you know, and really, it's like these jobs have all their own requirements, right? You should have your own requirements for these jobs as well too. And by applying to more and having more options, that gives you the flexibility to get what you really want. So, and that's why I advise, you know, try and apply at many jobs as you possibly can. If you're somebody who's going like the college route too, you know how that is. You apply to damn near as many schools as you can because it gives you more options and more opportunities. So I hope this video was helpful for some of y'all, especially if you're just getting started and you're looking for jobs. So if you have any questions or comments, drop them, hit a like, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you sitting through this video. And if you think of anything else, that you want to see, or even on this particular subject, if you want me to get in a little bit deeper, let me know, and I can do that. I'll just keep making videos on it. So y'all take it easy. Have a good one. Thanks for chilling with me.